Gonna get down to business now.
Sure.
So it were 14, 15 months that were very tough for everybody, including the travel market sector. How do you see it? What's your perspective on the status quo?
Yeah, it's been like a waiting game. You know, it's like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And so I think I've been ruminating on it a lot and looking, you know, being a spectator of what's happening, what's arising. And I keep coming back to this interesting story that I heard. It's called the Stockdale Paradox.
Okay.
And basically, Stockdale kind of understood human behavior. And what he said is that the key to survival, the key to success, the key to thriving is the being ruthlessly realistic about the short-term reality. Like, this is reality. This is where we're at. You know, these are the risks, these are the dangers that we're living in right now. But be relentlessly optimistic about the long-term perspectives, the long-term opportunities, right? So for me, it's kind of like I'm living through this, like, don't have this wishful thinking, a naivety of optimism, but an optimism grounded in reality. And I think as a travel industry, we've had to grapple and face really difficult times. And we keep moving the goalposts, like, okay, by summertime, things are going to be better. And then it just keeps, the goalpost keeps being moved ahead. So we have to take stock and see, we're in this. We have to face the difficulties and understand what we're up against, and educate ourselves. And when we do that, I think we're better prepared, and we can go out in the world and thrive and basically kick ass, you know, and just go out there. But when I say take stock, we have to look at the brutal reality. And the brutal reality is that the travel industry has gone through kind of like like a storm of a factor of 10, you know, like a tornado. And it's decimated the market. You know, any market, any industry that loses 95% of its revenue, whether you're an airline, a travel agency, a TMC, a hotel, that's brutal. And so the pessimistic side, and being brutally honest, is that you know, travel agencies or airlines are burning through cash flow during this difficult time. They're accumulating debt in many cases. Some of them won't survive this new era because of it. And those who will there'll be limited resources, right? So that's what we're up against. But then having the optimistic long view, the strategic system thinking, saying, what are we going to do from this point on? You know, and I think that's really important. So, you know, another brutal reality is the fact that, you know, there won't be any herd immunity. We're all hearing about this herd immunity, like, you know, wait for the herd immunity. That's like one of the Christmas time we'll go home from the prison, right?
The milestone, yeah.
Right, and it doesn't arrive. And I think, you know, if you look at CDC or I don't know, WHO, they're all saying that there won't be any herd immunity because of all these variants that are out there. You know, whether it's the UK variant or the South African variant or whatever. And so we got to realize that
it's another myth.
Yeah, it's another myth, and we can't hold on to that false expectation. And COVID is going to be around for a while. Maybe not at the same level as it is, but it's not going away. It's going to be there. So we're not going to vaccinate this thing away. So it's going to be here. So now that we know this reality, there's no magic wand that's going to make this go away. You know, how do we move forward? And I think that's really important.